to be Mirage here for the second map in this series, and we are into the 9th round, and we'll see who's going to be able to pick their side for Mirage. And as we just mentioned, this could be quite a big deal, and it is going to be going the way of Reason. So looks like they are deciding to stay on the CT side, so not opting to go for that T side, not opting to try and set the pace of the game here. They're going to allow FM to have that T side once more, which is what we saw in the last game as well.
Well, they did win the last game, so I'm not going to criticise just yet. And even though, I mean, this is still Mirage, it's still a CT biased map. This is, you know, a 9-6 map, so there's definitely an awful lot of potential in this one. So let's see who's going to be taking the early start. Now, this B control is massive from Reason Gaming. If the push comes through to B, there could be real trouble, but it's all been a fakeroo. It's going to be heading over towards that A bomb site through the connector area, and this could be really dangerous. Jenko is on position, and he's ready to start shooting. PT going to hunt him down, but it's not going to work out. Now HuzG coming in to do some work as Neilzino takes one. HuzG follows it, and Jenko is dead zone. Now with 3 players remaining, the B bomb site conceded, the A bomb site conceded. No one knows what's going on except us, because we've got X-Rays. The bomb will be going down on that A bomb site. T-Sac trying to get himself in and do some work, but it's not working out just yet, as HuzG now looking for more damage, but nothing is coming through. Not a single kill until T-Sac will change that. Finally a kill comes in, but Pulse to trade it back out, and now trouble in Terrorist Town. The last man, no! Oh, thank God for that. Robin not going to be able to get that defuse off. It's all on T-Sac. 1 versus too many, and he is dead. That must have been so close to being the defuse. There was a kit on the player. That could have been really dangerous, and thank God that FM were able to put down the diffuser in Robin.
And the second that diffuse started to get channeled as well, you saw 3 players just turn and start spraying at the smoke, hoping to land a headshot. They did finally shut him down in the end, and it means that FM, once more, start things off just about right. And we see already setting up a couple of smokes towards that A site, but it's all going to be a cunning ruse here. As you can see, the bomb is actually heading towards the B half of the map. And it's not going to be going down towards Underpass either, it is going to be heading towards that site. And we can see there is one player here, Fry, going to be on the defense, but he gets shut down immediately, and that means the bomb will be going down, and the CTs are left to wonder what on earth just happened and how they're going to work out their way back onto B site.
PT holding close, UMP in hand, ready to take some shots, and he will. Yenko goes down, and now 3 versus 4. I would say this is worth the save, and it looks like that's exactly what Reason Gaming say too. They're going to be holding on to these weapons. Another thing is they can go into the next round with exactly the same buy as they had this round, so it doesn't matter. Happy days, they're going to have a good set of equipment going into the next one. They can do the same damage. Unfortunately, only taking 1 kill means that FM going to be good on the economy. They should be happy boys. Neilzino finding himself a kill with the Big E Smalls, and PT with the UMP. So money will be plentiful as the bomb will be going off, and a saved UMP on Robin. He can pass over the 5-7 and he can get a little bit of work done in this next round, but Reason Gaming not taking enough kills to really justify the force buy there, although they are going to hold on to what they had, which is, I guess, good enough. As I said, that 5-7 is going to be passed over. Robin going to be throwing it over to his teammate and hoping some work can be done. Now, do you know who I need to see come alive in this map?
Who?
Boaster. He's a very, very good player, and we just didn't see him last map. So I really want to see that come alive.
I think one of the things as well about Boaster is he is one of those rifle players, right? Once you get an M4, once you get an AK in his hands, he will start to do work. But in these early rounds, when it comes to the pistols, I can't recall really seeing Boaster ever go massive in a pistol round. That's not what I remember Boaster for. However, when you look at last season, when it came to those M4 plays, Boaster was one of the real players to be looking at. Go over towards the A site. It's going to be Robin finding one. Neilzino got 2 earlier on in the round, and it's looking very much like an FM round at this rate. Robin doing what he can. Jenko going to be coming in from jungle as well. If he can get there in time, Boaster will shut down Robin in the end, as both of them spray, barely landing any bullets each. But 3 versus 1, Jenko. There's not a whole heap of anything he can do in this scenario, but it's one of those situations you kind of have to just go for, right? You know, you're going to be buying this round anyway. You've managed to save a bit of cash for yourself, so might as well try something. But Jenko will get shut down in the end. It is going to be Boaster that finishes off the round. So you told Boaster that he needs to step up, finds 2 kills for himself, and makes the round happen for FM. But now we've got rifles up against rifles. This is going to be the round to watch as a glass cannon AWP in the hands of Jenko.
Yeah, he got the good spawn. He should be able to do some work here. He's going to be on mid, holding that one down. This could be very important to see what he does next. Jenko needs to go big with this AWP in hand. It's a massive investment without any armor.
That explosive grenade. Look how much damage he did. One grenade, 3 players tagged. 2 of them at half HP or below. Fantastic bit of work. Already done for the side of Reason. Oh, no. What?
Yeah, just spamming away there. T-Sack going to be going down, and Neilzinho finding himself a great opening, make it a double kill. Robin hitting the deck, and now this is getting real worrying. The boost comes out. Number 4, Mr. Stan Lee is going to be going for some work, but it's not going to happen. He's dead. And now in a 2 versus 5, this is really not looking good for Reason. I'm getting flashbacks to the last game in this, as Pulse will hold down the angle, and this is all going swell. Last man, Yenko, not going to be able to get anything done with that AWP, that heat, but so much into acquiring, and now 4-0 on the board for FM. Now let's not forget, in the last game, this is the round that Reason won. Yeah. So maybe there is hope. Maybe we can hold on to something here, but is PT on the Galil? No.
It's certainly looking like FM this time have their heads screwed on. They've got 4 rounds on the trot, and this time they've got much more money to work with as well. Last time we saw PT was still on the Galil, and he was on the most money on the team with 6,000. This time you got Boaster on 10,000 and a couple on 7,000 respectively. So FM are in a much better situation in terms of cash this time. A little bit of a trade goes down there. Hoods G gets dropped by Jenko, a situation that they're really not looking for. It shouldn't really be happening to them in those pistol duels, but in the end they do salvage the situation, trade it 1 for 1, so at least they're not down in terms of that advantage. Do need to be careful though heading towards this B side, because you've got Fry there with a Mag 7.
Yeah, deadly force, and this could be his moment to shine. Ladank memes, of course, will be coming through, and Fry could go absolutely enormous for his team. But if he doesn't, that could be even more disastrous, because it is only Fry towards this B-bomb site. He needs to have a bit of trigger patience here, a bit of discipline needs to be coming through, but Neilzinho is going to check the angle or not. Yep, he is. He's going to check it, and he takes down Fry straight away, and there is no opportunity whatsoever to come back into that. Pistol's not looking too good right now, and I think it's fair to say that the back burners are off.
Yeah, and I think Reason maybe we'll go for something here, just try and make something happen. Look for exit frags at least with those P250s and the 5.7. But with armor on a couple of players, it's not going to be the greatest idea to go just completely charging into that bomb site. Just search for a couple of kills, search for anything you can find to scrounge out at the end of this round. As FM, they're going to be able to get a 5th one on the trot now, so already breaking the record that they set in the last game, and looking far, far better than what we saw out of them on cash. This is their map pick, and so far, it's looking like a fantastic pick for them. It's going to be T-Sack scared away in the end, and PT with a nice little bit of communication between the FM boys is going to be able to hoover up that kill. And there we have it. Another round for FM, and Reason Gaming left a little bit in the dust here, despite the fact that we're on Mirage.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Reason Gaming, unless they come alive now, FM are going to get so much momentum behind them. That's exactly what they need to win this map. This is what I was talking about when I said about momentum. If FM get rolling straight off the mark, they took that T side because Reason Gaming handed it to them. Fair enough. Take it, make the best of it, and make it work. And that's exactly what they've done, and it's going to work out perfectly as FM set up to move onto this A-bomb site, except this time there is somewhat more defense ready. There's an AWP on Jenko in connector, and there are 2 players with rifles not playing up close, which is what smited them earlier. And Jenko now moving over, AWP in hand, ready to fire, and he will. Boaster goes down, looking for the second, he finds it. Jenko going ham. Can he find any more before he gets shut down? We're going to have to wait and see, because the play is coming towards mid. Neilzinho finds himself a nice little frag, and Jenko looking to do some work, but it's going to be T-Sack taking down Neilzinho to try and take themselves the first round here. Now PT, Huzg, can they do it? Their names may rhyme, but can they commit the crime of murder? Or is it murder? I'm not quite sure. It actually is, yeah, because they're terrorists. So this is it. But Jenko finishes it off with a 3K, and that is exactly what they needed. If Jenko can keep going like this, God help them.
Absolutely, and there we go. Reason have found themselves into this game. They've wormed their way in. That AWP in the hands of Jenko doing some serious work in that round. And he is currently the only one on the squad for Reason that's actually going positive. The rest of the team kind of struggling to get on the board, to be honest. 2 players, 2 kills, 2 still yet to get a single frag on the board. But Robin looking to change all of that right now as he sprays on through the smoke, but can't quite finish off any players. Boaster survived. Just 10 HP after getting dinged there.
Could have been very, very dangerous. Robin still going for this blind fire, and it's working a dream. Problem is, with the M4A1S, you don't have enough ammo to really be going for this too often. It is going to be the A play coming through once again. Stanley with a perfect Molotov goes in. That is going to restrict any play that they were hoping to go for quickly on the side of FM. So that was a great Molotov, but they need to capitalize off the back of that. The initial attrition that's been handed out those FM players needs to be capitalized on right now or never. As the push will come in, Janko opens it up once again, but this time he may not be able to do too much more as T-Sec follows it now 3 versus 3, pushing into this bomb site, and Pulse wants the kill onto Janko, but the fire will do it. The fire goes in, and he burns alive. Luckily, Stanley in position to take down Pulse, and somehow Janko is still alive. PT now pushing forward, going to get taken down, and it's all on Hudge. Once again, he finds himself in a 1 versus 3 situation, and this time it is not even slightly doable. Not that he did it last time, that's not what I meant to say. Hudge looking for an opportunity here. Interesting flash comes through. Hans G finds himself still alive. This time the flash works, and Stanley is hunting like a man in Africa looking for some food. Well, I was going for the hunting theme there, but then I just said man in Africa, so yeah.
Fair play, mate, fair play. I mean, you could have rocked with it and turned it into like a Hemik Nezingwari kind of famous hunter.
No, that's what I was going for originally, but I accidentally said man in Africa.
Yeah, but he hunted in Africa. He was hunting out.
It wasn't a man in Africa, was he? He was a hunter in Africa.
Yeah, hunters are men too.
Excuse you. I'm against hunting, thank you very much.
That doesn't strip them of their humanity. But there we go. Women can be hunters too. That is a good point. The Prem Grems whispering in our ears, fighting for equality. But regardless,
ESL
so far, the only prey that's been hunted this round has been Boaster. He's been shut down. And now Fry really favouring the Mag 7 this game. He is absolutely loving that shotgun.
If it works, don't change it. But Robin, this time only going to be able to...
It hasn't worked yet, mate.
Yeah, well. It hasn't not worked, has it? Except once.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah, it has not worked.
Except for that one, then it has. Apart from that.
Aside from the ones I was on stream.
Yeah.
There we go.
How many kills have you got? Fry. No, that's not good.
Not a whole lot, not a whole lot.
Maybe you should change it up in that case. What are you talking about? Anyway, no push coming in just yet. It is going to be 4 versus 3, so advantage firmly in the hands of Reason Gaming, thanks to the opening from Yanko and Robin finding himself a trade frag. So, looking good so far. And Reason just hoping to be able to hold on. Problem is they've read this situation quite badly. The play is coming over towards the A-bomb site, and it's only T-Sac to defend. But he has done a lot of work so far. Can the Estonian man do some more? His team... Oh, there we go. Haha. Fry finds himself a kill with a Mag 7, but unfortunately his teammates are falling like flies. Not like Lord of the Flies, like Dead of the Flies. Jenko now coming in. Finds one. What was that? Jenko finds the kill, and PT is dead. See ya. And now Pulse. 1 versus 2. Can he get any work done? He's got the bomb planted. And he's in a good position, but they know exactly where he is. He shouldn't be able to do this. But let's see if he can. Fry working his way forward. He's decided to discard the Mag 7. He's got a kill with it. He's proven his point. He's proven you wrong. Happy days. That's all he had to do. Pulse now knows where they're coming from. Spots the first player. Can he find them, though? He needs to get the headshots off here. Finds one now. It's all onto Jenko, the man with the AWP. He's done so much work so far. P250 in hand, and he will find it. There he is. Jenko. 3K in the round, and Jenko is going H-A-M. Ham.
Certainly is, and manages to just about defuse the bomb as well. A little bit too close for comfort for him, but does find it in the end. I thought he was actually going to panic and just miss the bomb as he walked away from it for a second.
Celebrating.
Luckily, he had a kit, so it was all okay in the end. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Fry managing to get a kill for himself. So now, only 1 and 6. The Mag 7 strategy clearly works, ladies and gentlemen. Head into matchmaking and grab yourself a Mag 7. But regardless, I think we need to talk about Jenko. Let's all just have a sit down and have a chat about Jenko, because...
Do you mean Smooya?
Well, it's hard to tell the difference at this situation, but 10 and 5 for Jenko right now. The rest of his team struggling to get 4 kills for themselves.
Oh, no.
Robin, though, proving me wrong, does manage to get a kill for himself, and Stanley going to be chiming in as well as he sprays down 2. And that is Reason's way into this round. They've got control of the bomb, no less. It's down in mid. Pulse going to be trying to find his way over there as he heads through underpass. Well, he might just be met by the barrels of CT guns, because there's only him and 1 teammate remaining, and they certainly have their work cut out. But Pulse has managed to take control of mid. He's managed to find his way in there, but unfortunately for him, Robin is laying in wait and will be able to take that kill for free. Jenko, though, can't quite land that tasty little flick shot that he was going for. A nice little pop flash comes out from him, though, and it is going to mean that Robin is going to be able to finish off that final kill. Jenko survives somehow on 4 HP. And Reason, similarly to the first game of the day, have found themselves back in the map, and now they're on a bit of a tear.
Yeah, once Jenko starts firing, Robin's now following it up. Robin got himself a 3k in that last round. 2 of those kills were on under 20 HP, which I think is pretty insane. And that's insane with a 1. I mean, that must be pretty bad. Pretty bad bottom. Not sure if we're allowed to say the other word. Look, bad normally is followed by.
I give you permission.
Badass.
This one time.
He is pretty bad bottom. So, there we go. That's what we've got. Jenko, once again, crawling in mid, hoping to find himself a kill. And I actually remember the word that pulsar is. Do you know what a pulsar is?
Pulsar, isn't that like similar to a radar?
No, it's a toothbrush by Oral-B. Other brands
Well,
of toothbrush are available.
it is also like radar and sonar.
Yeah, but it is also a toothbrush. Robin finds himself 1 there, but the Deagle will shut him down. That's PT.
I feel like the scanner came first. The
No,
proximity
it's the
scanner.
toothbrush. What came first, the chicken or the toothbrush? That's the question.
It's an age-old question. It's one that people have been asking for
Many years.
absolutely seconds.
Yeah.
But
Hashtag ESL Prem, what came first? The radar or the toothbrush? Don't look it up, that's cheating. Your opinion.
you mean the pulsar, not the radar? Technically not the same thing. I couldn't tell you the difference, but I know that they're not the same.
Alright, I believe. I think you're thinking of sonar.
Yeah, sonar, radar, and pulsar are
I'm
all.
not sure pulsar the thing.
It is, mate. Trust me.
I'll look
I used to work in a submarine.
I used to work on the nuclear submarine, so I'll be
Really?
in charge of that.
Yeah. Hey.
Yep. Poseidon is the name of it.
Is it really?
Let's try it. It's just goofing you. Hudsg going to be forcing his way out, takes down Fry with a very swift shot. And although he's very low on HP, Stanley takes him down. Jenko follows it up with that AWP in hand. And now this is all going to pot. Jenko finds a second, and Tizak, a little bit awkwardly, will finish off Port Talbot. And that is easy game, easy life. Do you know what PT stands for?
Is it Port Talbot?
No. It's Pete Talbot.
Pete Talbot.
I think his name's Pete.
I assumed it was for Peter. PT.
No, well, his second name's Talbot. Oh, no, that's Joe Talbot, then. That's JT. Or is it? You know, I'm getting
That's
really
ringing
confused.
bells, so.
I'm really confused. It is Joe Talbot.
Regardless, we know that his name begins with a P. So.
Ezio is probably in chat blaming me.
Probably.
He knows
Hopefully. Ezio, the hero we need right now.
Not the one we deserve, though.
No, absolutely not. But here we go. Rifles on both sides. We've actually got a gun round on our hands, and it's 5-5. This is actually becoming a very close game, despite the lead that FM managed to accrue for themselves. They haven't actually got a round on the board in 5 rounds. So it's a game of win streaks so far, and it's going to be FM looking to get themselves back onto the board here and make something happen for themselves. Pulse, he's got that AWP in hand, but he's got his work cut out if he actually wants to match up to Jenko in this game, who has just been doing ridiculous things with that sniper. And we'll see if he can continue to make the magic happen with that gun throughout the rest of the game. But he's completely smoked off at the moment, so nothing too crazy will be coming out from him anytime soon. Or maybe I'm speaking too soon and he'll just get a collapse through the smoke. Who knows?
Probably. I would put that away. Stanley finds 1. Fry follows it up, but PT only able to find himself 1 as Fry doubles himself. And Boaster able to trade, but 2 versus 2 until Pulse able to find Fry. Now it's Jenko and Tizak. Now we know that Jenko has gone ham so far this game. Can he do it? Yes. I didn't even finish my sentence and he does it. Takes down Pulse, not the toothbrush. And now it is all on Boaster. Can he boast this spoil or will he be taken down? Yes.
Well, he is going to be taken down. 2 shots come out from Jenko. If the first one wasn't enough, the wall bang after will be more than capable of taking out the remaining 26 HP. And that is going to be another round for Reason Gaming. And I mean, what is it about this squad that once they just win 1 round, they go on to immediately just win the game? Like,
Well, it's like, have you ever seen a soapbox race?
I haven't seen one, but I know what you're talking about.
You have to push it up to the top of the hill before it rolls down. That's the metaphor I'm going for.
Okay. So the first 5 rounds are like them revving the lawnmower.
No, putting them up the hill. Because then you go down the hill.
Yeah. I'm building a different metaphor.
Oh, right.
Painting you a picture.
Well,
the first 5 rounds are like them revving the lawnmower. And the other 16
Some cut in the grass.
are basically them earning their pocket money. But here we go. It is going to be Hoodstein gets taken out by T-Sac just as he starts to plant the bomb. So nice little bit of play from him. But Robin just gets a shot as well. Jenko, sorry, gets a shot through the smoke with his P250. Gets one onto Pulse as well. He's doing some serious work, but will get shut down in the end by Boaster. Nice little smoke coming out from him to keep himself alive. But Fry has arrived. He's going to smoke the bomb, and he's looking for an opportunity to get the defuse out. PT, last terrorist remaining, and he will get shut down in the end by Stanley. That is another clean round coming out from Reason. 3 players remaining. AWP gets taken through into the next round. What more can you ask for?
Absolutely, this is just domination. So far, there has been 2 rounds where Reason have survived with more than 3 players, or 3 or more players. So that's pretty big stuff so far, and I'm pretty impressed, if I don't mind saying so myself. And you know what, I don't mind, so I just said it. Ha, take that. 7-5. Can Reason Gaming take 10-5 is the question, the only question at this point. Robin moving forward, although the angle was held by Pulse, he's not going to get the kill. Somehow Robin escapes, and he does damage to Robin. No, he doesn't. That would be suicide. He does damage to Pulse, as the nade will go out. A little bit more damage. Neilzinho down to 60 now. And Robin is just a damage machine this game. All game he's been doing damage. The kills haven't been rolling in, but the attrition is all he needs. And the rest of his teammates clean up after him. So, looking good so far. Reason Gaming, 7-5, and hoping to take themselves an 8th and force the eco from FM eSports.
That is going to be the goal. We'll see if they're going to be able to achieve it, as everybody charging over towards this B site right now, but the bomb has changed its mind. It's going to be rotating all the way around the map, and I think rightly so, because the... Jenko, chill out, man. Yeah, I mean, he's killing enemies. He's killing plenty of enemies, but he's also apparently just going trigger happy at this stage and takes out Fry.
That was for last game, wasn't it? Yeah. I forgot about that. He's getting his revenge.
Getting a little bit of revenge for that one, but now 3 versus 2. What? What is going on this? What is on this server? Like, so many times in these 2 games we've seen. It's not even like it's just one player that is being suspicious. Yeah. It's just like everyone on this server is just finding random shots through walls, through smoke, just finding these bizarre headshots and making it work. And I mean, if you can do it, go for it. Fair play, mate.
Why not? I reckon this kind of stuff happens a lot. You just don't catch it on camera.
Yeah, probably.
We've just got every single one so far. So, Flusher in the server, apparently dividing into 10. Just remember, if you cut 1 head off, 2 more will grow in its place, as Boaster will take down Yenko. Meeting an advantage in the round, and there we go. Pulse takes himself another, and this is looking good now. T-Sac finally able to trade 1 back out. And he's going to recover himself a weapon, but PT is on site and takes down T-Sac. Now in a 2 versus 4, FM finally trying to get themselves back into this, take themselves at least 1 round to secure a 9-6 or 7-8 potentially, as Pulse will find himself a 2nd, and Neilzinho to close it out. FM back in the game, to say the least, and that actually looking pretty good.
Yeah, to be honest, considering how the rounds have been going, the last 8 rounds have been going, that was a pretty much flawless round coming out from them. They managed to grab themselves an AWP. They've got full buys coming through into the final round of the half. Maybe a little bit, you know, too little too late, but we'll see if they can at least just about equalise moving into half-time and see what Reason have got as they head over towards the CT side. But the first half isn't over quite just yet. Fry going to be over towards this B side, misses his flash though and just launches that one off over towards Saturn. Pulse over at the top of mid. Going to be able to cover his teammates, but T-Sac ends up getting dropped after failing to spray down a couple of players. PT survives on 2 HP. And now, with complete control of mid, FM have got to decide which side they want to execute onto.
Yeah, they do have a lot of options here until Fry shuts down 1. Neilzinho goes down. Pulse able to straight out, and Hudson makes it a single. I was going to say double, but he didn't get the double. Robin takes him down now in a 2 versus 3, but Robin so low on HP. Sitting on this bomb site, he doesn't care. PT's going to take him out of the equation. It's all on Fry. Last round of the half, and an awful lot of work to be done here. 2 HP on PT, that's the easy kill. But there's 2 more players to be taken down. That is not going to be any easy challenge. Fry has been spotted. They know where he is. He puts the smoke down to cover his approach, but it's not going to be enough. Pulse is on the angle. Not sure about holding that angle with a AWP, but hey, I am not a judger. I am a doer. But he's dead. Boaster in the smoke. Doesn't give a flip. Takes him down, and Fry is gonzo. XXXXX.
He certainly is. That's going to be another one for Boaster to round out the half. 8-7 is the final score there. And now FM going to be moving on to that CT side. And we'll see what Reason are going to be able to do now that they're on the T side with those AKs, with those Glocks. We'll see how they decide to play this one, because we didn't really see that much of Reason on in the second half of Cash. You know, they already had such a huge advantage, and they made the second half go so quickly. We'll see what they're going to do in this second half here on Mirage. And FM, I feel like, despite the fact they're only one round down, and despite the fact that this is a CT map, I still feel like they have quite a bit of work cut out for them moving forward.
There's no doubt. There is still work to do. But if FM want to come back into this, they are going to have to fight tooth and nail to get back in, because 8-7, whoever takes this pistol round finds himself the advantage pretty easily, and that is, to say the least, well, it's an advantage, I guess. Yeah, so that's sound. But 8-7 now. Well, let's see who's going to be the victor, and I don't mean the player from, I think, MK, not Orbit anymore. MK. Push coming through the B apps, but that's about all that's going on as Reason Gaming just looking to try and execute over onto a bomb site. It's from all angles. The push will arrive. Boost comes in, and that is going to be an attack coming out. Boaster able to best Stanley. And that's a great opening into the half. Jenko being tagged up here, and that's looking pretty good now as the push finally arrives. Fry with the bomb in hand is going to be getting himself in and doing some dirty work as Nilzinho takes down Robin. Now in a 3 versus 5. This is not looking too good at all for Raisin Gaming. Fry will find one, but it's all on T-Sec. 1 versus way too many for his liking. He will find himself a kill, but the bomb is in the middle of the bomb site. He doesn't have time to get over there and plant it before someone will arrive, so he has to fight it out, but it's not going to work. T-Sec is dead zone, and 8-8 is the score. FM looking to take their lead back.
Yeah, fantastic stuff coming out there on that defensive side. Completely shutting down Reason Gaming as they try and make things happen at the start of that game. And now we're going to see Nilzinho with the Mag 7 this time. It's going to be Fry kind of holding on to his legacy here, but Nilzinho looking to show him how it's done. And going to be sent off to that same corner that Fry had been hanging out in basically the entire game, over towards that B side of the map. We'll see if there's going to be anything he can do with that one. But already the round starting things off. It's going to be Fry getting dropped here. The SMGs are doing some serious work as PT grabs a couple for himself. And Jenko will get dropped by Pulse in the end. The SMGs reign supreme. And it is going to be another round going the way of FM. And they now take the lead in this game.
Yeah, finally giving themselves somewhat of an advantage and hoping to get themselves into this. But there is still work to be done. Reason going for the full eco here. Not wanting that force buy. Just making sure they can buy in the next round. But it is going to be double figures on the board for FM, and that is very worrying to say the least. Boaster looking for some kills here. Some nice easy frags. Pulse going to follow up with the MP7. PT comes through. 1, 2. Can he make it 3 as Robin finds his teammate, pulls out the pistol, and bang bang, you're dead. 50 bullets in your head. 1 was blue, 1 was green, and all the rest were from Aberdeen. It's a big bullet-making factory in Aberdeen.
Is it?
Yeah,
really?
really big one.
Never knew that. Never knew that.
I was only joking, that's not really.
Yeah, I know. But either way, it's going to be FM eSports with the priority right now. To be fair, it was a valiant effort trying to remember that rhyme. Like, it's a long time since I last heard that. But T-Sac starting things off. He is pretty much fed up of losing rounds at this point. And they're going to be able to grab 2 kills to start things off. Pulse gets 1, but immediately gets shut down by Jenko. Now Hoods G arriving on the scene. But after the smoke blooms Jenko, he doesn't care. He's still going to find the headshot regardless. And now it's down to Nilzinho. He's a single Pringle, and he's ready to mingle. But Robin, he's not having any of it. No more dating games coming out. Robin shuts him down.
Yep, he just got Rohitmanol. And, well, he's dead. So rest in peace. But that's the thing, Jenko doesn't even need the AWP to go ham. He's just doing it with the AK now, and I don't see any reason why he should stop, because he's been playing pretty well so far, I think we can both agree, as the nade will go in onto Pulse, but he's going to evade some damage. He's going to be down 30. I'm saying 28. Hello, Robin dead, as Pulse will find himself a nice little kill. Now Boaster, he's going to spot out a bit of T-Sac. but he comes straight out of that Molotov, through the fire, through the flames, and finds frags. Perfect pop flashes to keep Boaster alive. Next up, we've got some pop stars in the house, and I don't mean Pitbull, as Boaster will be keeping himself alive. Finally gets taken down by Fry, but the amount of time that he has given his team is massive, as Pulse will be looking for the frag. The smoke goes down, the missed timing shot will be disastrous, but the bomb is down now with 3 versus 4. And this is what we were talking about in the last game. If Reason can win this in a 3 versus 4, then we're seeing the same game happen again. The smokes have now faded, and so there is an opportunity to get in here for FM. They can get themselves into somewhat better positions and try and get some damage done, but as soon as Reason Gaming find themselves a kill, they'll get rolling, and you know that they're not going to stop. Jenko is alive. Fry and T-Sac to assist him in his reign of terror. Fry needs to not jump. That's a bad place to be jumping. Oh, the bomb's not down! They didn't plant the bomb. What are they doing? But it doesn't matter. T-Sac comes in 2K straight off the mark. And now this is real bad. 3v2. Huds G peeking when his teammate isn't even ready to support him. And that is a recipe for disaster. And I don't mean the quest in RuneScape.
Excellent RuneScape reference there, but
Thank you.
that is going to be the equalizer once more. And it feels like the start of every half, FM get something going for themselves. They manage to pull something together, but then Reason, they get warmed up. And that's 2 on the trot now for them. It's not all over just yet. CZ's in the hands of FM eSports, and 6 rounds still to go before Reason can actually close out this map. So long as we can see FM really step things up and keep the game going, keep taking it to Reason, we should be able to see a close game just yet. But certainly looking like Reason are the favourites now that they've got the guns in their hands, and they've managed to find a kill onto PT as well. And to be honest, Reason, they can take this one slow. They've still got a minute and 20 to work with. They're the ones with the first kill. They're the ones with the weapons. And now it's just about where they decide to go with that bomb.
If I was a scientist, I would dissect what you just said and take only one word. So long. As Reason Gaming work their way
It's a 2 words.
towards the... Yes, good point. That's a good point. Hudson is going to find himself 1 kill there onto Fry. But apart from that, this is rolling pretty nicely. Boaster in a nice position here if he can get some work done. Happy days, but Jenko moving forward takes Neilzinho out of the equation. And Stanley wants some kills for himself. He's feeling like the rest of his team being a bit greedy. Boaster in from behind. Hudson in from the big hole. He's going to be able to get himself through and do some damage, or is T-Sac going to be spinning around like a robot and wrecking Boaster? It's the second one, in case you're interested. Hudson, he's been flashed. They know exactly where he is. He's fleeing like a dog that's being attacked by another dog, and the other dog was a little bit bigger, and he didn't win the... Yeah, Hudson's dead.
Well, you're correct. You're definitely right on that one. Hudson did go down, and after his small injured dog impression, unfortunately wasn't able to make anything happen. That's actually a pretty good injured dog impression.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them.
Wow.
That got dark.
Great news.
That got really dark.
Yeah, it certainly did. Well, enough about injured dogs. Let's talk about Reason Gaming right now, because they've got 5 AKs. And on the other side, Pulse, he's got an AWP, and we've got a FAMAS in the hands of Neilzinho. So if Pulse can actually make something happen with this AWP, maybe this is a round that FM can use to get themselves back on the scoreboard. But it is going to be Pitbull once more stepping into the fray. Mr. Worldwide himself gets 2. And then Ledank Memes come on through. Bad Luck Brian is definitely one of the FM eSports players right now.
Why are you calling them all by their clan names?
I don't know, mate. Just
So we've got 2
trying to mix it up, mate.
memes. We've
Trying
got
to mix it up.
Dendity. Do you know what Dendity is?
No.
Do you not?
No.
You really not?
Dendy is a League of Legends player, as far as I'm concerned.
No, DD. It's a mixed team that Robin plays for.
Oh.
So there you go. I guess you've learned something new today. I've learned something about Hearthstone. Dendy.
What did you learn about Hearthstone today?
It's a player called Dendy.
No, League of Legends, mate. League of Legends.
Oh. I thought it was the same game, my bad.
They are similar, except all of the gameplay.
Yeah, but they have the same characters, don't they?
No.
What am I thinking?
Hearthstone's Blizzard.
Am I thinking of Heroes of the Storm?
Heroes of the Storm is also Blizzard.
Roger that. Deviled egg. So, Counter-Strike is still active, and we are still watching it.
This one's actually Valve. This one's also not the same characters.
This isn't Sandstorm.
What?
Blizzard. Sorry, my bad. I was just thinking about exotic, windy
Weather conditions.
weather conditions. Yeah.
Well,
Hoods G.
He's currently in a serious weather condition. There is a rain of bullets flying his way. PT going to drop, though, as Fry has managed to find a kill, and he's looking for more. Finds the big connector and will slay them. And in fact, it was Stanley that managed to get the kills in the end, of telling complete porkies. But here we go. Jenko going to be pushing over towards the B site. As the final player is actually over towards a Nilzinho here with his P250. He's going to be trying to do whatever he can, really, but I don't think that's going to be a whole lot, as he does manage to find T-Sack, or Fry, sorry, but regardless, it is going to be the kill going the way of Fry, and another round going the way of Reason Gaming. They've now got every player with $10,000 except for Fry, who struggling for cash a little bit there, only 9,200. Disaster.
Double up setup now is out for FM, so let's see if they can put that to a little bit of use and maybe shut down what Reason have been putting towards them. Problem is, Reason just aren't going with AWPs, they're just going in with the rifles, and they're making it work, which is what actually matters, because so far we are seeing not too much going on as far as deaths are concerned on the side of FM. Well, we're seeing a lot of deaths, we're not seeing a lot of kills, as the push will finally arrive on that A-bomb site. Already the advantage is firmly in the hands of Reason. Jenko doubles up, takes down Boaster and PT, and, well, what is left of FM will scurry over towards that A-bomb site, but whether it's even worth it at this point, save for next round, try and keep yourselves off match point, that's all I can say. Save those 2 AWPs, that's big, and while they save, I have a bit of trivia for you. Oh, no! That scared me. Trivia.
It hit. Fry did get hit, but Pulse can't do the same. Tell me your trivia. What's going on in your life?
If you flipped the UK flag upside down, this one here, would it be correct?
Yes.
No.
Yes, it would. No, it wouldn't. It's correct to fly upside down as well.
It's actually not.
It actually is. I know they used to fly upside down on ships. They don't do that anymore, and now you can fly it either way.
But it would be a different flag. The
Doesn't
flag's
matter.
different. It's not
Doesn't
symmetrical.
matter.
Is the flag symmetrical?
Kid you not, it does not matter.
Is the flag symmetrical?
No, it's not. Why is that relevant?
Don't say why. If you know why the British flag is not symmetrical, make sure you tweet hashtag ESLPrem and tell me why. There you go. Thank you very much.
I don't know why we both said there you go, because it was actually production talking to us.
Oh, I thought it was you.
And you guys can't hear on stream.
And you thought it was me.
But we're not going to tell you why they fly upside down.
And
you have to tell us.
Yeah, I mean, it's very hard to spot the difference. It's like it's like an adult version of spot the difference, really. It's like looking at the Turkish flag and the other flag that has the similar things on it.
It's actually really not that hard to spot the difference.
It is. If you don't know it, it is. I would say. I didn't know it first.
I'll give you guys a clue at home. Rotating and flipping are not the same thing.
There we go.
There's your clue. There's your clue. But regardless, here we go. The round is underway. Enough about the Union Jack. It is going to be... No, it's the Union Jack. It doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter. It's not the same thing.
Frags are coming in left, right and centre. T-Sack takes himself a 3k. And it is only Huzgy and Nilzinho left to try and fend this one off. And I don't think there is too much. If you Google this... God damn. This is looking real good for Riazon Gaming.
Yep,
I can tell you the difference between them. The Union Jack is when it's not flying, and the Union Flag is when it's flying. No, the other way around.
No,
the Union Jack is flying.
The original is that the Union Jack is when it's flying at sea, but it actually doesn't make a difference.
No, it's just when it's flying.
Maybe.
Oh! No, I'm right. Nilzinho takes a frag. It is still a 2 versus 2, but there's no retake coming in here.
Regardless, I've just googled it, and it says that it doesn't matter. They're the same thing.
It didn't say that.
It does. Either way, I'll let you read that. I'll actually talk about
don't have my back.
They do not. Since 1902.
I was born in
Where have you been?
1901.
Where have you been?
Since 1901.
Ridiculous. Do you know what else is ridiculous? The fact that Reason Gaming are 15-10 right now.
It's kind of mad.
And again, they've just gone on an absolute tear. They lost the first 3 rounds, and now they've got 7 in a row. They're just not really playing fair at this point. They're just not giving FM much of a chance to do anything. And a tactical pause comes through here from FM eSports. I'll assume it's from FM eSports. I feel like Reason Gaming not really in need of a tactical pause at this stage of the game.
Maybe they're Astralusing them. Do you remember when Astralis took the tactical pause against Fnatic?
I actually don't remember. When was that?
It was at a tournament.
Great.
That's all I can tell you.
They definitely know when it was now.
Ah, good. Good. I'm glad I jogged that bit of your memory. But yeah, they took a tactical pause when they were on match point against Fnatic because they wanted to tilt them.
Oh,
They actually said that in an interview afterwards.
nice. Was it like game 1 of the series or something?
No, it was to win. I think it was in the major. No, it was.
Oh.
It was in the major.
Fair play.
And Carignan said it was just to tilt my enemies.
Respectable. I can certainly relate to that style of play.
Do you like Vikings?
I don't dislike Vikings.
Can you do a Viking voice?
Can I do a Viking voice? I don't actually know what Vikings sound like, to be quite honest.
Really? It's kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but a little bit less aggressive.
Would you care to do the honours?
No, I can't do it. Why can you do it?
Why would you bring up Viking impressions if you can't do a Viking impression?
So, if you think about Arnold Schwarzenegger,
I'm thinking
actually,
about him.
there's a giveaway at the moment. If you tweet hashtag ESL Prem and you do your best Viking impression, you potentially might get a retweet. That's the prize. A retweet.
We're giving away retweets.
Yep.
You have to film yourself doing a Viking impression. The bigger your beard, the bigger your chance
that's
of a
actually-
retweet.
You can't do that. That's discrimination.
It's not. Fake beards exist
Okay.
and
Don't
are
buy a fake
acceptable.
beard. Well, we're back into the game. I'm still floating in spawn, but it's all good. We don't actually need to see the game, do we? Yes, we do.
I feel like we do, but realistically, I'm not sure how much of the game we're actually going to be able to see at this point, with Reason in the driver's seat and 1 round away from victory here. 1 round away from taking this series 2-0. And FM, to be honest, they've actually had a really good showing here. They have managed to take a few games, or a few rounds at least, off of Reason Gaming, but each and every half, it's felt like after a little while, Reason kind of stopped toying with their food and just
I think that's the best description.
start to tear them apart.
Yeah, absolutely. And this round is no different. Once again, we see the attrition early round. Normally, you'd see a pick or some aggressive play to take some control of territory, but what we're seeing is attrition. Pulse down, Neil Zenio down, not dead, but they haven't got much health. PT, massive play here. This could really change the tide of battle here. He's going to be able to spot T-Sack, and he goes for the spam down, but T-Sack spins around on his axis, takes his head clean off, and now the push will arrive onto the B bomb site, and this is looking really good. T-Sack just covering his teammate, taking the bomb. Now they have 40 seconds to play with. There is no stress, no worry. It means no worries for the rest of your days.
Well, for the rest of this 30 seconds at least.
Well, yeah. That's Hakuna Matata.
It was.
Other brands of motivational song are available.
Other Disney songs are available.
Like Let It Go.
No, unfortunately not available anymore, especially not on this broadcast, I hope.
Well, so do I, if I'm honest with you. But it's all on Hudsgy. He is the Lone Ranger. The
What
lone
are they
wolf.
doing with this bomb right
They're
now?
having fun.
He's gone for a whole journey from apps all the way around the map and then back to
We're on the map in 80 seconds.
Yeah.
But the bomb has been planted now, and this could be it, unless Hudsgy goes absolutely insane. And that's not going to happen. He's dead. The game is over. And, well, rest in peace.
Well,